Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories, coming from our newest location. That's right, we're now at 1443. We were at 1435, but we needed more space to work on our trucks, so we doubled the space in the back. So that being said, what we have today, before we get going, that is our telephone number. If you have good questions, we have good answers. By the way, you can ask these questions about the YouTube video. I kept telling people don't do it, and then I realized YouTube likes when people do that, so go ahead and do it. So come on over here. We got a Ford Raptor, and we put on a Retrax on here. Now this is the EX. Now I don't do a lot of EX covers, to be honest with you. I will tell you all the pros and cons and stuff. We do lots of Retrax covers. Now the EX is the entry level. That's kind of your least expensive all the models. And if I recall, this one's not actually built at United States like the other ones. This one is one the ones they bring in. So it brings the price down. And they cut off some really good features out of it to bring the price down so it's a little more reasonable. So we're going to go over a few of those things today. We actually did not sell this cover to the customer. He got it somewhere else. We installed it for him today. And so before we get going, Kayla, come around here. Let's take a good look of the cover itself. And it is a metal. Now, there's a lot of things I do like about this and a few things I don't, and I will tell you. Now, I do like how nice and flat and low profile the cover is. I think that's really quite nice. Now, on the regular Retrax, the rail is one long rail. On this model, they actually make the rails are two pieces. Why do they do that? Well, they want to be able to put everything in one box. Where the other Retrax come a rail box and a canister box, they want to be able to put this all in one box, so they made the rail shorter by having two pieces. It's a few extra steps on your installation because of that. And as installation go, this one is actually slightly more work than the regular ones. So let's go ahead and open this up here. Now, a couple of things different on this. For example, the way this one just kind of kisses up here, this is your seal right here. It's going to just kiss up right to the tailgate. Now, it's got to be a little bit on the snug side because the way the other ones kind of go over the tailgate, this one kisses up to the tailgate. So in order to keep the water out, it has to get really snug. Now, because of that, some tailgates like the Ford with the tailgate goes up. Sometimes the sensors don't like it. You might have to close it a little harder because the way this is set up. So let's go ahead and open this here. Now this is a release mechanism. Now this is kind of interesting because it's either all the way open, all the way closed. It does not have stops along the racks. Now its brothers, this one actually does. I'm sorry, this one, Kayla was telling me there does have a couple stops. All right, I'm assuming it's these things right here. Okay, that's new, by the way. They didn't have that before. Yeah, so you see these right here. You have stop here, stop here, stop here. So you got 3 stops. So it does have a stop here. So there you go. Thank you for letting me know. All right, it's good to be informed here. Now, we did use the existing factory holes in the bed here. Now, as you know, we don't like going into the floor, and we always try to go to the sides. Now, because there are already factory holes there, we went as far as you can to the back part. And that still gives me the clearance I like. When we put plywood in here, you won't knock them out, because if you notice, they are behind the wheel wells. So if you're pushing something back, it should not interfere with this drainage system. Now, I do like the look of this, and of course the price is really good. And I'll go ahead and put a link of this on the bottom of the YouTube video so you can check out the price on it. Now, like I said, it's still a good cover. It's just missing some of the bells and whistles that its brothers, the Retrax 1 and the Retrax Pro, had. For example, on those models, you can get a T-slot rail. This one is only available with a flat rail, so you do not have that option. The other ones, you can stop it anywhere along the track. On this one, it's 3 stops. One in the front, one in the middle, one at the rear. So the canister, it's slightly smaller, but I wouldn't say by much. So the canister's about the same. So cosmetically, they look very similar. Most people probably would not notice the difference on these. For me, of course, I've been doing this 30 years now. Wow, getting old. I kind of know. Now, one thing I do find a little harder. This is a Ford Raptor, so it's lifted a little higher. Now, the other one will have a handle right here, so I can walk up and down with this. This one, I have to reach underneath there. See what I'm doing right here? And there's your other lock here. So if you're vertically challenged and you got a truck that's a little high, I do not recommend this for you. Now, the person who came in here with this truck, he's a tall guy. This is not going to be a problem for him. But if you're, I'm 6 foot, it's not a problem for me. But if you're like 5'8" or shorter, this might be a problem for you to open and close it. So now I know a lot of companies prefer you not to mention the negative things. And I try not to be negative in any of my videos. I still think it's a decent cover. It looks good. It is metal. Retrax is a great company. I've been doing a lot of business with them, and I like them a lot. So I forgot to leave the phone inside, so I'm going to go ahead. There you go. I usually leave inside. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons. Again, we go back to it. Looks good, backed up by a good company, great price. The negative, it only has 3 stops, and you have to reach in there to release it. And the tailgate, it's going to be a little tighter when you close. Now, this guest here is like, I'm not going to use it a lot, so that's not a big deal. Those things are a non-factor for him, and it probably might not be a non-factor to you. But it's good to know before you make a purchase all the pros and cons, because again, a lot of companies will tell you all the good stuff, because they're not going to tell you the bad stuff, because you know what, they're afraid of losing the sale. I believe my guests preferred to have all the information, then they make an educated decision on that information, and they like dealing with me because I will tell them the truth. The good and the bad and the ugly. So again, if you like this, now remember I told you have to close it a little harder. So as you say, it does close, and it's actually pretty decent. If you look here, it's snugged up very nicely. I mean, none of these things are going to be waterproof. Just keep that in mind. They're not submarines. It's a very good water-resistant cover. Now, I haven't done a ton of these because generally I would recommend the Retrax 1 over the Retrax EX. But if you are on a budget and you just need a cover that's still nice, it's still better than a lot of Amazon specials out there. So if you're looking at Amazon, this is definitely better than that. And the best thing about this is the company behind it, Retrax, which is owned by Real Truck. And Retrax, I like doing business with them because they do stand behind the products. If there's any issues, they will take care of it. So again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is a review of the Retrax EX on Ford Raptor. And don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and also don't forget, we can ship this anywhere in the country. Just give us a call or go to the link and you can check it out for yourself. Thank you.